What's going on, guys? RPG Shactics is here. I just wanted to quickly go over something really quickly about Avowed. I know it's a touchy topic and whatever the case may be, but you know, it's whatever. It's an RPG, and I'm gonna review it as such. I am working on that review, and I think I'll have that out in about maybe a week or so. But there was one thing I wanted to bring to people's attention if you decide to play this game, because it's on Game Pass. A lot of people are probably gonna try it out at some point. But there was one massive issue I can't believe they had in this game, and it's wait till I talk about it in the review, but it's in the settings. Now, a lot of people have been having issues with FPS and frame drops and stuff like that, and I don't think this I almost like did not see this setting turn on by default, and now I thought it was just me at first. But it turns out like there was people who had AMD cards and even Intel cards that I spoke to that quite literally had this turned on as well. Hell, this thing was even turned on for like, the worst of graphics cards. Like I'm talking like the ones like the 960 graphics cards and stuff like that that are way outdated. And for whatever reason, it is automatically chosen in the settings menu. And it is none other than this ray tracing function right here. Guys, make sure that when you start this game up, go to settings and change this to off. I don't know why. This is a very terrible thing you could do. And trust me, guys, like in the middle of combat and in the middle of the game, this fonts and everything here gets kind of dark. So you actually don't even see this initially. And or you at least breeze through it because it's actually you're in disbelief because you wouldn't turn this on. Most gamers do not have ray tracing on. So it's amazing to me that they had it ticked on at the beginning. So take this off and then you have to restart the game afterwards. Once you do that, you will have an incredible increase in FPS. Trust me on this one, guys. Whatever. Anyways, the next thing is a few other options to note. If you have DLSS, please put the upscaling on. Do not play this game without DLSS. Once again, it literally chews through performance because for whatever reason, every game decides it's a good idea to depend on DLSS. It's fine. Put the DLSS on because DLSS actually looks better than the native resolution in this game. I don't know how, but it just does. Trust me. Set it to whatever quality mode you want. If you are using AMD, then of course you choose AMD, and if you're using Intel, then you have to use, I believe, you have to use TSR. But DLSS is, of course, the best when it comes to this thing. If you have the NVIDIA card that supports it, put the DLSS on and make sure that you choose your resolution stuff. Do not put frame generation on, guys. Please do not put frame generation on. Frame gen is terrible in this game. It literally has the highest latency possible. It is awful. I run a 4090 graphics card and it is awful. I have a lot of frames to spare and the frame generation still sucks. I could only imagine how it feels for you guys. You guys could try it. Results may vary, but it sucks for me. The next thing we want to go through is this thing. Make sure that this here is nothing goes above high. If you guys have a beefy graphics card, still do not put it above high. I've tested it. I've looked at everything in epic settings. I've looked at everything in high settings. I quite literally cannot see a difference, and I'm running this game in 4K, and I do not see a difference at all. Do not go up higher than epic because from high to epic for whatever reason is a 25 FPS loss. It's terrible. So none of your settings should be above high. Whichever you guys like to modify, it's cool. You could test out. I don't know all the special things you could use to increase FPS, but just do not put anything on epic. Nothing changes and you just lose FPS unnecessarily. Now, for the NVIDIA users, I have one more bonus tip for you guys. As for the MD, that was all for this video. But for NVIDIA users, just one more thing to show you guys. I don't know if you guys know about it, but I will bring it up anyways. Here goes. Okay, guys. So this is the NVIDIA GeForce app. Like your software that controls basically the graphics card and the different settings. To get to this, of course, if you guys don't know, I don't know how it's possible to not know, but it's here. Okay, it's in NVIDIA settings. Right there, if you right-click it, you could right-click it and press NVIDIA app, or you could just double-click it and it would open up this. Make sure that your drivers are up to date. If you guys haven't, this should always be up to date, by the way. Very important. Go to graphics settings. Then you're going to go to Avowed. And now this is the in-game settings. We're going to completely bypass this. We're going to go down to where it says driver settings, right? Driver settings, click on this right here. the DLSS override and make sure that this is chosen. Okay, always using the DLSS latest technology for frame gen and super resolution. I'm telling you guys, if you guys don't do this, you will be using the 3.0 for some games. This basically allows DLSS to be using its 4.0 version, the update that got launched when the 5090s and all those things got dropped. All graphics cards support this that have the DLSS technology in. So that's 20 series and up. Okay, so make sure that that's checked. If you guys have a lot more performance to spare and you want the game to look even more, graphical or whatever the case would be, without taking too much of a performance hit, DLSS Super Resolution, choose DLAA 100%. It would be this one by default. This one basically allows the NVIDIA to do the anti-aliasing for the game and not the game itself. A lot of games do not do anti-aliasing very well, but the DLSS override in this does it very well. It makes it look really nice and a very nice clean image. So if you have the FPS to spare, you could use it. You could click it, try it out. If it tanks the FPS too much, then of course take it back off. But that's really about it for this video, guys. I just want to really show you guys quickly because I almost lost my mind when I found out an hour later why I was only having 50 FPS on a freaking, $1,500 graphics card. So I hope this helps anyone. It helped a few of my friends, so I figured I'd just make a video really quickly about it. Stay tight with the video, the video review that I'm working on. Sorry it's taking so long. It's just that I really actually was enjoying this game a lot. I have a lot of issues with it too, so don't think that this game is some perfect game. There's a lot of back and forth. In fact, I like this game so much that I'm going to be yelling in that review quite a lot. Just you wait and see. But almost done with it, guys. Sit tight, and I'll have the video out. In the meantime, stay safe. Love you all. RPG Shactic is out.